Hello, hello, hello everyone. How is everyone today? Right, last time we stopped in this village here, so we're just gonna quickly explore around here before we go any further. There's merchant around here. Well, first of all, we're gonna fight the same Tigermen again, the ones we killed last time, and there's a level up right away, so we're gonna get our character leveled up before we keep going. Just get rid of them and okay, so what are we adding today? We're gonna put 1 point into storm, actually 2 points. Yeah, we should get that, you know, get that mastery up as fast as possible, get storm surge at least, and we'll pop 1 point in colossus form. There we go. Right, and for the attributes, 1 in strength and 1 in dexterity. That should do nicely. Nice ratio there. Right, and you might have noticed that here actually I've actually forgot to assign the colossus form. But yeah, never mind that. Colossus form is mostly for boss fights or tough encounters anyway. Right, so just going to quickly finish up with the merchant. Alright, now there's this area around here that is good to explore. There's like a swampy area. It's sort of, you know, optional, you don't have to do it, but it is, well, just got enemies, so it's experience, you know. There are a number of those jungle creeps here, so you gotta be careful. You will see them in a sec. This arcane formula, sunstone. Also another thing, if you notice, I forgot to actually apply the storm nimbus. It seems to happen from time to time, it's really annoying. But yeah, don't worry about that. We'll get through this episode in one piece, unlike the previous episode. Actually, no, not unlike the previous episode. We did get through One Piece in the previous episode as well. But if you remember, we came really close to dying, actually, because of those Dragonians. We came extremely close. Now with these jungle creeps, if you remember what I said about their poison spit attack, it's pretty dangerous. We'll see some more in a sec. This one. But yeah, with the poison spit, just always gotta keep running around. Or if you want to be on the safe side, get yourself some poison resistance. I'd say about 40-50% is safe, is pretty good. Or you could get even more. And this guy surprised us, I didn't actually see him at first. And if you notice, some of his poison projectiles actually got me. Gladly it was quite far away that he did it from, so I think only like a couple of projectiles got me and lowered me down to half health. But yeah, if all of them hit me, I could have probably died, or maybe would have been in extremely low health, since we don't really have much of poison resistance. Yeah, so you get as much poison resistance as possible if you want to be on the safe side. Otherwise, just keep running around. And if you notice, we've been running around here quite a lot because there's been all those Ichthins as well. And the thing that you want the least to happen in this kind of situation is to be completely surrounded, because when you get completely surrounded, you're stuck on the same place. You can't, you know, move, and that means any enemy that uses projectiles will be able to get you. So yeah, it can be quite deadly if you're not careful. See, there's another couple of ones here, so we're just gonna attract them away from that area where it's impossible to move, and just always bring them to a nice open area where there's no enemies, where you can easily pound away at them and run around them. It's a bit annoying when their thing is out of sync, but when you see they both have done their poison attack, it means you can attack them for a bit, like we did here, and we managed to beat them both. So yeah, let's just get all this stuff here. These other enemies are pretty weak. There's the flowers and the bog dwellers, or whatever they're called. And this frostbite shrine, it would be nice if I would have seen it earlier. Would have made fighting those jungle creeps a hell of a lot easier. But never mind. We'll just use it now on whatever's left around here. There's a jungle creep. There we go. We've really slowed him down with that frostbite shrine, making him extremely easy. Well, not extremely easy, but really easy. Okay, well now we've explored that area, so we'll see everything explored. So we'll head downwards here by the rebirth fountain, down this bridge. That's where you have to go. Alright, and There are a lot of Tigermen in this area, a lot of them. Some encampments, you know, have pack leaders and even monster heroes, so you gotta be very careful, because it is easy to die in these parts. So I'm just gonna quickly speed up some of it, because these are just regular guys, regular Tigermen. Regular ones don't pose much of a threat. It's mostly the mages and the pack leaders and the heroes that you should worry about. Alright, so this guy here who's given us a side quest, I'll show you. Okay, it's not this one. First I thought it was a hermit mage, but no, it's not the hermit mage. It's the other side quest, Behind the Waterfall, over here. So yeah, hermit mage we're actually gonna do a bit later. It's in a later area. So, but Behind the Waterfall is the one we're gonna do in this episode, and I'll show you where it is. First, just keep exploring this open area if you want to. I mean, I like to explore every single square inch of the maps in this game. Okay, and here in the middle we've got a monster encampment. There's a pack leader there, but not just a pack leader. Look at that. Look what we've got here. It's one of the monster heroes, Jun Shan. Look at this. This is getting pretty dangerous. There's a mage there as well. So this is actually a pretty dangerous combination. I mean, look at our health. We keep drinking those health potions. See, I'm luring them away because that's the only thing I've got left. Because if I was, you know, charging in, fighting them inside the camp, I'll get mauled within seconds. Because look at that, Jun Shan just alone by himself deals a lot of damage each hit. And then we've got the pack leader as well helping him. So I just got to keep luring them away and healing myself. And casting Squall where I can. So just, yeah, keep luring them away in an area which is clear, which doesn't have enemies. Because if you are aggroing more enemies on the way, that's going to be worse. But yeah, there we go. Through patience and strategy, we've defeated them both. And now, let's find that pesky mage. Where are you hiding? There you are. Okay, so that's hopefully the worst of it is over. There shouldn't be too much resistance inside the camp now. So I'm just going to break it up. There's another mage there. Looks a bit... Elite Sorcerer. If you're an Elite Sorcerer, why are you smaller and, you know, not wearing anything compared to the other mages I've encountered? Bit weird. Kinda reminds me of those hulking crocodiles I remember in Egypt. Some of them were smaller than, but they had like name Elite in there or something like that. Might be worth a check. But anyways, there's another pack leader. If you notice, there was actually two there, and I've aggroed one away. Makes it easier. And there we go. I've applied my Storm Nimbus. This is where I actually noticed I didn't have it on. I think I was probably really absent-minded when I was recording this session. I was either really absent-minded or really tired or something. So yeah, it's good to actually check. It's good to check to see, you know, because, well, at the very least, you know, we're pretty metal if we've handled Jun Shan and Tigerman pack leader without the Storm Nimbus on. But being metal can also mean you being foolish, because in this game it's all about, you know, surviving. Well, in most games it's all about surviving, you know. Alright, so we just got a bit further around here. There's some Dragonians. Although, yeah, this pack doesn't seem to be anywhere near as dangerous as some of the ones we encountered in the previous episode. It's a pretty small group. So there's another pack here. And this is where you'll have to go to keep going, but we're not gonna go there yet because we're gonna do the side quest first. Okay, so the side quest area is around here. If you notice on the minimap, there's it shows the cave. So that's where you'll have to go. So yeah, these headhunter Dragonians are pretty easy actually, compared to other types of Dragonians at least. And that's a rather random monster placement. There's a Dragonian and two Raptors. A bit strange. Don't know what they were doing there. Okay, so you go up this little elevation here. Kill all these Ichthyians. And that Squall animation didn't appear for some reason. But didn't appear at the beginning anyway. So deal with the Ichthyians. And then we go to Ujat of Horus, which is Act 2 relic. There it is. So combine it. Not that we're likely to find another one, but who knows. Got previous Act relics dropping left and right here. Okay, Alright, so we've entered this cave, and for the most part the enemies in here are pretty easy. So I'm actually gonna speed up most of this, because it's not very fun to watch. There's just mostly some of these zombies, ghosts and sprites. So easy stuff really, shouldn't pose much of a threat. There are two paths if you noticed, two ways. And we've headed this way, but the whole thing goes around in a circle, so you'll come back to the other way. And here's another hail shield. Look at that, we've got two now. Found one earlier, a few episodes back. Got pretty much two identical shields. Exactly the same shape and everything, exactly the same bonuses. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Especially you could put stuff like this rigid carapace on it to make it even better. But to be honest, our current shield, the one we've got right now, is pretty good already. It's pretty darn decent, you know. For this time of the game, it's pretty amazing. So I don't really see myself replacing it anytime soon. So just gonna clear out this whole area. And then you go through this little narrow path around here. You'll recognize it leads to the area which the other path was leading. So like I said, this whole cave goes in a circle. So it doesn't matter which way around you explore. You don't even have to explore at all. I mean, the enemies are so easy, they probably don't even give much XP. But yeah, this battle marker should make things a bit easier. Make us kill with a bit more speed and style. Okay, see? On the map there. Right, so you have to kill these blue ghosts around here. If you see they're glowing, it means they're quest related. So you have to kill them, and there we go, the side quest has updated. Now that the side quest has updated, means you've killed them all. And that means we gotta come back, all the way back to that guy who's given us the side quest. And, yeah. And when you tell him, then the side quest will be complete. Alright, there he is. Is that all you gotta say? Usually the NPCs talk loads, but... So yeah, we've done Behind the Waterfall side quest. He's given us this Pendant of Prowess, which gives us defensive build. It's the same one as we've got right now. So we don't really need it, but it is nice to have another one, you know, identical to it. Because, you know, just in case you want to equip another relic and still retain the same bonus that we've got. Anyway, so right now I'm heading to where you have to go, down there. Alright, so here, this bridge, that's where you have to go. And we'll stop by this rebirth fountain. And we'll continue in the next episode. So, see you guys later. Take care.